Welcome to my Stencyl tutorial. Over the next few tutorials, we'll be looking at creating a top-down 2D game with multiple levels and enemies. Okay, the first thing we want to do is click here to create a new game. Now, width and height, that's how big your game levels are going to be. So obviously, if you're making a mobile game, you'll want a smaller size. If you're making a game for a computer screen, it's going to be a bit bigger. I'm going to go with the size of 800 by 600. You also need to be careful to make sure you don't make your size too big. It's bigger than a standard monitor size. Okay, first thing we're going to do is create a blank level for our game. Now, creating levels you would do in the scenes section. So when you create a scene, that creates a blank level. Okay, I'm just going to call it level 1. And I'll just leave the background color as white. Okay, and as you can see, we've just got a blank level now with nothing on it there. Next thing we're going to do is look at creating a character to move around in our game. So when you create a character, you want to go into the actor type section there. Okay, and then I'm going to click there to add a frame, choose an image. Now you already need to have a character made using another program or downloaded from somewhere. I'm just going to use this one here, will do just fine. And you notice the background is all black on this image. And if I click on the background color just once, you'll see the masking color has become black. And that means that the background will be transparent in the game. We don't want to see a background on this character, so that's a good idea to select that one. Okay, now you'll notice there's an option to click to add more frames. That's just if you want to have an animated character. Mine's just going to be a still image at the moment, so that's fine as it is now. Okay, next I am going to add to scene and level 1, which I created before. And here you go, you can see the character there. Let's put one of them in. And at the moment it's not going to do anything because we need to program that character to be able to move around using the keyboard. So that's what we're going to do next, program the character. So if I go up here to where it says hero, and when we're programming our characters, we need to go to the events section there. And we need to add a new event. And in basics, we need to select when updating. Okay, so what that means is it's constantly checking whatever we put in here, constantly checks it. So it's always updating over and over and over, and whatever we put in there, the program will regularly check what we're putting in. So first thing we're going to put in what we call an if statement there, and we're going to check if a certain key is being pressed. So we're going to go to user input, and this one here, if a certain control is being pressed down. So let's just start off by clicking choose control there, and we'll go with the left key when the left key is pressed. So when the left key is pressed, we want to make our character move to the left, of course. In order to do that, we need to go to our actives and then motion. And we're going to be looking at setting the speed of our character. So let's drag that one over. X speed is talking about left and right, and your X axis there. So we're going to set that speed to, when you press left, that's negative. So negative, let's go with negative 20. And obviously, the higher that number is, the faster it will move. So you can play around with that and choose whatever you like. I'm going to go with negative 20. Next, I'm going to look at moving my character to the right. So I'm just going to right click on this and say duplicate. Okay, and then I'll just copy that piece of code. That'll make it much easier for me to just change this one now to the right key. And instead of a negative 20 there, we just want a positive 20. So let's remove the negative sign. Okay, so that's left and right sorted. Now we need to do up and down as well. So I'm just going to duplicate this code again. And now we'll sort out the up key. And when we're moving up and down, we're looking at the Y speed that we want to change. Okay, so we'll leave that as negative 20. That will be moving upwards. And next, moving down. Okay, and once again, make sure this is on the Y speed. And there we go. I think we should be ready to test the first part of our game. Let's have a look. Go over here and say test game. And we'll see if it's working okay. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, yes, it is moving up, down, left and right. However, when I let go of the key, it does not stop moving. It just keeps going. That's a problem, and we're going to need to handle that next. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is stop our character whenever you let go or release a key. So we're going to put in an if statement again here. Now for this one, we need to check whether there's 4 different keys there, up, left, right, and down. And if any of those are released, we want to check for that, detect it, and make sure our character stops. Okay, so I'm going to bring one of these 4 options in, but I need 4 of them, don't I? Because I've got a left, right, up, and down. And when I release any of those, so I'm going to need to drag another one of these into that first box there, and one more into the second option there. And now I have 4 options for 4 different keys. So first one, we are going to drag that one in there, and when the left key is released, so left key released, okay, and then we need to check for the right key released, up key and down key released. So if I just duplicate this one. Hopefully that'll work. Yep, and then I can just drag that there and change that one to right. And then I'll duplicate again and change that one to up when up is released. And one more. Duplicate again. Okay, so when any of those keys are released, we need to stop our character by setting our speed to 0 for both the X and the Y speed. So set the X speed to 0. Now I'll duplicate this one. And set the Y speed to 0 as well. I think that's ready to test now. Let's give that a shot. Now, character should stop whenever we release one of those keys now. All right, there we go. Perfect. First, I can move around now, and when I let go of the key, the character stops, doesn't continue going. There we go. That is it for our first tutorial.